Everybody, it's Roy from ANS Gear, and we are looking at the Planet Eclipse V2 Pops Rail today. So this is a device right here that will allow you to remove the original ASA on certain markers, not all of them, and replace it with a Pops version or some sort of on-off ASA that is a T-slot style. Okay, now if you have a dovetail version of an ASA, it will not work with this. It is not compatible. It needs to be the T-slot rail. So what this does is it removes or makes an adapter for these particular guns. And really what you want to look for is a gun that has the two wide set screw mounts on the bottom of the ASA and then also has the macro line set up on it. Like the E-Tech 5, the I believe the original G-Tech, the original ETHA, those particular guns will work with this. If your frame has a gas-through feature, this will not work. So any of the newer guns, the 160s, the 170s, the CSs, anything where you've got the AT pipe or straight gas through, you cannot use this setup on there. But if you have this older style with the macro line and the older style ASA, then you can use it. So let's pull this one off real quick and you'll see how it mounts up. We're going to remove these two bottom screws right here and then right here. Bring these all the way up. This will allow us to pull these up. Then we can remove our fitting. Now, if we move this side to side as it's sitting right now, these nuts will fall out and they just slot in like that. And when this screw comes up through the bottom, it goes into those nuts and threads in, and that's what holds it in place. So we are not going to reuse these screws in here when we mount this rail up on here. We're going to use the two screws that are provided in the package for you to get them on there. Now you can see that the bottom has this very funny shape to it. Now this shape is specific to these particular guns, and that shape is on the other side of this as well, so that this can fit on there and not wiggle or move around. If you remove your ASA and you don't see this shape on there, this will not work. So again, this is very specific for a couple markers to remove their ASAs and put on aftermarket versions. All right, so the two screws, they drop in the side of the ASA body like that. And then you drop it on the table. So there's little slots. They slide in on the side like that. And you will have to hold them in place, otherwise they will fall out. So you're going to hold them like this. Next, we'll take our screw and our nuts and we'll put them back in so that at least the screw has something to grab onto. If I can do this without seeing it, there we go. Now we're going to take this, we're going to drop these in, and when we drop them through, that'll hold the nuts from falling out. Take our 1/8 Allen key, and there's a pass-through hole in the top, which allows us to then screw these in. And you kind of have to go back and forth because the screw is slotted and fits into the side of the ASA. You can't just tighten one side all the way down. You kind of have to go back and forth, drop a little, drop a little, drop a little, drop a little, until it gets all the way down to the bottom. And then you can snug it up. Just like that. And now we've installed a rail assembly for the bottom of our marker. We can get an aftermarket ASA that has a T-slot set up on it, slide it in, and connect our macro line. But if you are looking for something to go on the bottom of these particular markers, this is really the only way to do it. You need to pick up this version 2 rail so that you can accommodate T-slot ASAs and put them onto the marker. It's only available in black. And again, it's a very selected number of markers. So get yours today and spice up your older marker with your new V2 T-slot rail from ansgear.com.